mistake. No put. I want so what to me here, you premise. I would die. Who wanted to that bay? When you did that bay. Some rock tell us we know, baby, and you move on with Jimmy Fianco. I had to go. You're going to want money. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here, motherfucker. What to do? All shit. All we do. Hey. Let me gentlemen, Miss Move. You mistake. No put. I want so what to me here, you premise. I would die. Who wanted to that bay? When you did that bay. Some rock tell us we know, baby, and you move on with Jimmy Fianco. I had to go. You're going to want money. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here, motherfucker. What to do? All shit. All we do. Hey. Let me gentlemen, Miss Move. You mistake. No put. I want so what to me here, you premise. I would die. Who wanted to that bay? When you did that bay. Some rock tell us we know, baby, and you move on with Jimmy Fianco. I had to go. You're going to want money. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here, motherfucker. What to do? All shit. All we do. Hey. Let me gentlemen, Miss Move. You mistake. No put. I want so what to me here, you premise. I would die. Who wanted to that bay? When you did that bay. Some rock tell us we know, baby, and you move on with Jimmy Fianco. I had to go. You're going to want money. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here, motherfucker. What to do? All shit. All we do. Hey. Let me gentlemen, Miss Move. You mistake. No put. I want so what to me here, you premise. I would die. Who wanted to that bay? When you did that bay. Some rock tell us we know, baby, and you move on with Jimmy Fianco. I had to go. You're going to want money. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here, motherfucker. What to do? All shit. All we do. Hey. Let me gentlemen, Miss Move. You mistake. No put. I want so what to me here, you premise. I would die. Who wanted to that bay? When you did that bay. Some rock tell us we know, baby, and you move on with Jimmy Fianco. I had to go. You're going to want money. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here, motherfucker. What to do? All shit. All we do. Hey. Let me gentlemen, Miss Move. You mistake. No put. I want so what to me here, you premise. I would die. Who wanted to that bay? When you did that bay. Some rock tell us we know, baby, and you move on with Jimmy Fianco. I had to go. You're going to want money. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here, motherfucker. What to do? All shit. All we do. Hey.
Prima. Me make kana wo kan. What papa? What me more better so because me be shop kakrama. Nti wo fi se eno ano no. Na wo bi sa we wan. Wo ma ma me. Wo ma me. Wo na bi wo ni me ma me. Oba tenten gram na so. Those time me papa practice ase no. Wo ba na me papa kasa na me ma me aye dia. Wo be kasa nsu e ka wo.
Titimre mo no. Enemre.
No kasa ka tse. We fucking girl what? Prima. Be very careful. If men never nya dia we be that. Because we be this and all.
I don't have it.
For now you want to talk for man. I'm talk. You so no. One na na kasa. Prima. Me make kana wo kan. What papa? What me more better so because me be shop kakrama. Nti wo fi se eno ano no. Na wo bi sa we wan. Wo ma me. Wo ma me. be winning me, mammy. Or Barton Grandmothers, those time papa practice. Ubana me papa kasa na me mama yedua wo be kasa nsu e ka wo
Titimre mu no. Enem rem.
no kasa ka chimse we fucking girl what Frema be very careful
Share na be.
if me nya dia wo bi da because wo bi this and on
Ade na be.
phone I use one to phone ma nya to phone ma
Na fu.
Okay, this is another lovely day right here in the series of Radio Culture. It's about that time again as we give you entertainment arena inside the arena as we do for you all the time, full of discussions, interview, exclusive stories, and other trending issues. That is what we do for you all the time because arena ni muyetisimwa bibia everything so. But today I am telling you that. Pray, because one a bompa is a dear Yankopon cry and a bit me a hun say we knew for and a bit me a day and to war. And that is what I want you to know today. It's just about time. I say what I say. Osha Niema Bakumi and Umi and Sebi, no one share this world is full of surprises, and at a point in life, there are certain things that may happen to you. Yankopon Kwan a bit me when he said, whoa. Sad call with too much being a sanity and praise as I did a be end to we say because I said back of Wako dancing on a wire. Yankupon Kwan and Nimisa at the chrono, you are not guilty of that act. But who will be there to explain it for you to be what free from the act and all? And that is the point. I was said the Biara da Bompire say a sign be Emro so a sign of craba Ubenya come for. Honor that. And until that, I tell you, sir, follow us on Facebook, that is GH News Now, and on YouTube is GH News Now, as the exclusive interview with Kwame Trigga, the Kumawood actor. For the videos, Nana go. I mean, sure, say, wow, we share videos in the who say, Kwame Trigga, Fin Wakaino. So we're in Fina, oh, be sound questions. Coming up on all your movies, you see, and a name crowd him for. Right in the arena, yeah, catch yourself. We always bring life into stories. Into baby, and we bring to you right on the screen. Send a bay out behona. Question be also Bishop and so watching me a bishanon, one with the air corner, the air bar. As we say, industry, no, that's womb. A dear cry, and for some years now, no yantin and can, Guswa, oh yeah. So what I say with me, Bismarck Kwame up here, always 2 fingers in the ears. Synergy. I'm on the hotter seat doing this with you, baby. I'm saying go on Facebook, that is GH News Now, like, share, leave your comment over there. And to us, sir, and from but before I may introduce you, another I will welcome Kwame Trigga right away. Give me that video again.
Me make kana wo kan what am papa what me more bet so because me be shop kakrama nti wo fi se eno ano no na wo fi se we wan
You mistake. No, put I won't want it. So, what to me here? You premise. I would die. Who wanted to that bay? When you did that bay. Some more tell us we know, baby. We are move on to the fuel. I had to go. You're going to want money. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. Motherfucker. Motherfucker, do. Oh, shit. Oh, redeem. Wait. Hey.
Wow, this is what I call passion. Acting with a passion. What a lovely moment. We miss the good old days. We seriously miss the good old days. And that is Kwame Trigga for you. And respect to the memory of the late Bernard Nyakon. We've really lost a massive show right there. But what can we do about it? We all leave it into the hands of the creator. Say, Nadiyebia Obeyebia. Yeah. Bring it on. Let's go. Kwame Trigga. Oh, correct, sir. Abumbo Kwadwo.
Radiadum, Bia Bokona, so.
Yanko Fadum, who din se bibi no, ye jinemu pa.
Wow. Yadanyamiasi.
Nice one. Na, asemu Kwame Trigga. Me sure say one kasa wo hwe video na wo sere. I was
video ni there. Only me share I see say boys are men now.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of changes, and then again, it taking me back in a sorrow, in a deep solo moment. Say like I feel so bad about Bishop.
Wow.
It's really sad when him say, and you know who has some never there, but it took me back again. The you were such prominent and a good actor to say Kwame Bishop na Wafrim. He was one of the I make us say no to say me papa just say most of the movies need work around on there then or link me mama koye me kasi any hands no kukra koye adwuma on one frame Kwame sa row we dey me sure say una be to meet no I mean make us say na me ne popo like I feel so bad baby will be ano may he so rest in perfect peace na kupon no akasa no nim the oye and I know yeah man yeah the best yeah my a bit down but anyway
Yeah,
like
that is how life is. But before I see a bit move away from Bernard Nyako, the story now actually in no. I'd want to ask this: acting with him and I working with him, how was the whole feeling like? Saying and a team you free, the Kwame Trigga we know you off camera, and the Kwame Trigga we know you on set. Only in here you might not feeling it to say.
Kwame a great actor. Bishop Bernardino a great actor need name back where some tuga make us say I'm fumbling like a hammy because I simply see and mini has say but one of the great actor Ghana in Yaye now one in the Juma adia ba Kwame can say they be so or sorry but when say it's a actioner like you'll be a bit pulling one more about character. Your man saw character near I was mostly say me can't me the minimum fan home. Many years you may be an say you know say Kwame. Pull everything that you can do. My own character in you. I mean, or you'll be a big coach you. He's very good. Make I say maybe cry some to me Kwame. That's what I'm not set to so friend about the car, but I remember all those things. And all that I can say is that he's a very good person. He's a very good person. I mean, me, Ogofa movie Abama.
And the title was Eurade Boame, right?
Erade Boame, yeah. The
Eurade
title.
Boame. And that movie has been one of my favorite movies when it comes to Kumawood. The storyline. I don't know who directed that movie.
So Unim Bibi movie with some power and the director.
Okay.
Now many some power very close. So
Okay.
I had a chance to go to him. I want to fee. James I'm requirement to me I'm buffy na me da ho nti ye didn't come anwumre na nam se sam ye nya adwuma and also Kwame sika ni o na me so ye push nya adwuma nti ono kwesika na won ho na isa into this story I can confidently say we na me story me na me can story ni try no di become
Wow.
every scene by scene like and you want same bi wo ho a ono so kai like I mean we support each other the story we ankasa there's a same crowd bitimi aba no more interview na so be kind of crowd obeka sa Kwame Trigga na this story we here then e man na eboa ne pan so eboa no
I have watched the movie before, full length of it. Now, I did womu pa, especially when it has to do with I'm a master being a boy. Nevi yes, master na kwada ni mpokra na akwa kutwa fa master na chi but master ni mum and aba be nechi.
Yeah.
It trigger a lot of actions. A we chiri kra no boy no out of frustration says he can say munti be be any kwan so work on work oi. And ya na ma brabo ne mu ya din no. Ade ko no mo aya na nye sei na nka wo pe no but the pressure na nka hu ni say de bia no we need to control it no. And it's one of the lovely stories when you watch it you get a great lesson out of it. Big ups to you, and this movie will never die. Will be a no. The content is very relatable. The storyline, very relatable, and I like the way that action, was on point. The
Yeah.
passion was there, especially the part now when now exchanging voice, resulting in that slap, massive one there. You are such a
Yeah.
great actor, but movie industry, so far, how do you see it? And we share more movies, and how would the comparison be for you? Say why you money be paying, and now that's woman,
The mechanic said
Mhm.
Kumawood is coming back again
Okay.
because as a storyline and now probably maybe we say a free CD na echo digital, which is going to be YouTube near the adeno. Now, as will be a trebi and this is here, who be out to me far. I mean, phone crown or the trying to storyline. I say, but what I can say is Kumawood is coming back, and I mean, if I use Mami Chum Kakra, me buy me win so about the start here, Juma, almost about 5 to 6 projects.
Oh,
And of
nice.
which the first one is here, Obohundero, more Papushia, Ghana, New Year, Sinano, Mobia, Airpe movie, Nashe, Ibrahim Traore, like Afena Eba.
Yeah, the
And
African
it's,
hero.
it's very, very massive. Me come forward, actually, be I said, they should wait for this movie because one of the great movie I ever left. Kumawood. Inti, a question I'll be saying, I mean, it's coming back. Bompire na support and so on. Me who say for now, no. Ashanti regional minister government will be adding no more room said the bay push here into, in a good limit. Inti a bompire saying I'm na bibia ebe change.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got to know the Kumawood movie, at least. It got the name the Kumawood because the name say a Ghanaian movie, which
Yeah.
yeah, every side of it. But you baby the word Kumawood free yeah, is a Kumasi for movie. And the introduction of that word, a certain factors should be a nice certain individual things should be about your Kumawood movies and as a Kumasi movies, which has to do with atemdidie, two abeyisem,
Mm.
and to put it in the right way, overacting. Saa nneɛma mmiɛnsa wei sei no, don't you think it's one of the contributory factors to the downfall of Kumawood?
I wouldn't stand on it to say no na downfall of Kumawood. Wouldn't say obiane nentiase when it comes to downfall. Ade bi ahwe obia wo kwan ofa so tiase, right? Atemdidie ne de in every movie, even foreign movies atemdidie wo ho. So we share other foreign movies are but they are almost used to even street language, but if you are on tiase obeka say nya atemdidie. So I wouldn't stand on it saying Kasabi atemdidie no kwa he obi bonyo minimum obi or bonyo mo ha say or a rapper or rapper say say punani, but punani you go for bebre mo nim what is punani, but me catch was jan how bigger. Go for bebre very bad.
Okay.
Punani are very bad, but obi kind we have those things our industry and yeah no na ma ade no den echo form the meme who ni say anipa ka say echo form to say the American transition like every way seed in eba YouTube and no na say yan take steps in fast
Okay.
it's a key time
Okay.
and a ma enioma ebe sa atemdidie no so ebetimi abase no kra because obi wo kra ot won so na se bia e watemdidie bi wo ha wo kan na asem bi wo kan I mean it speak ill about you nti no so one factor mun say ye papa nyina ya de nyina jako na ye sure say onye movie bi na o medidi atem kese so lenwe mu nyina say o mo ye movie a se bi o mbedi atem kra na e ana e wo ne puma sibre e wo bibi ntiama nipa no oye mun say impayinfo de so be check ya normally they need play big impayinfo penyin role and I'm paying for so normally omo party in the DNA sa no man depending na dia waye no kakra metumi aka afa hono but enye atendidie no nko an e be friend to my say no na movie industry, you know. If you work on a storyline, also hobby now and also yet, you know, a storyline maybe yet, and then your man kitty be. Nkwalani bi work so yen sent you omoka bi obeye adwuma obegba be na musa entua ne ka you know about for the year any sa no ma no pie free un say obi bible crack kan say untumi mfa wakoa ana obi a oboa ni sika nye de oti a ni bibi sa na be how ma so sa no ma kete no nyina no so ka ho and the man no study bi mu kan say e call for mo yeah.
To you personally and the industry at large, how do you feel? See, I describe you say, oh, Kumasi for movies, the omode, omonte brofo, and ade ati and a chinkwan, I see this kind of tag, na ya near the tag mono. As a young energetic guy like you, who do hukoshi mono, nanka huni say, this is the talent, and this is where I want to find myself. Now, so you hear this certain perception be the tag mono. Oh, now feel is a.
Oh, one tip bro, for the anime one because when say script na kaso mo tro mo fa Hausa na say Dagati na say Twi na true. Omo tro no English. Na director no or explain ya tro I be no aka no Twi atro. What you say? And I want so kind we are story no e betene na be Twi. Nti no asem there. Me pese because the nipa asem kan wa na e bibia ho. Twi there Charlie, you want to baby, you're very, very, you know, learned. Like, almost a brofo. Say, let me give you a surprise on. Now, I say, na me Kwadwo was set so.
Yes.
And one of the foreign minister was France. Some foreign ministers say, "Bisa minister ni back or DMO Kwadwo." And me Kwadwo didn't come over. Me cry na me be come. And I could do the message be share me on the phone so and then me reading and I could use me read it from on top one and I said no message Nkansah na deep no was here na could you read it I was here hot share me so I was surprised now to me kind of was here so into no and say be I will be in Tibro for a na juma na no ye Ghana has say ye local dialects in there they spread it story no
okay
and you know and your English stories be bring so Kumasi so what are movies ni be bring your English stories Bill Asamoah or your movie sometimes we go say what chip in we go say or akabro for kakra no akatri I mean the uncle for be bring Bernard Bishop nyako and also those time or kasa we go say bro for kakra we you paying for be bring slime you know kasa omo de tree kakra brofo kakra no ma de afra what you say but the main point is a story no a tree local diet NSA use doesn't make us saying to me can brofo and I say and te brofo until no there oh be kind of sana and sometimes when you now call baby you don't have to explain yourself too much
said ya usi ka bro fu ya o so o wi se bi di ku ho no mi kire se Kwame Trigga and so nye team keto asa ono so team the one no bro for no so e de pa we know say your certain lifestyle be and now say my main fan profession your profession be more we don't regard that profession as a wish more educated people in the ship that is the tag we are still talking about the tag you know at a point so be an arguing so better you more yes hey street boy one cool school in or person obi yes or an arguing so be a footballer say akobo for adwuma so be an arguing say movie ya person ye bia na ya kwete say anything can e school mu nintia na these kind of professions ya make kan ho asem ya no so when she a father na say mother what a certain things be asia na baba say me ma wonye me ma me wonye ni baba tata. I remember we had a conversation with Lucky Mensah, our legend. That was last week. He said we see so na need football ho pa but ebusuane mani choose between football and staying in a fear no team and we decided say obe choose football ye pamu ni free between ne omo ankasa fi onko ho no mu bi nti sanka life na ntani amfa mana just because of football or say any passion to nka life no I ended your man But now we can applaud Asamoah, Makelesian, Messi, and the other footballers. We see Lewin and we are happy. We see Kwame Trigga and we call them stars. We see people like Chewa Moni a Bo Mabaso, but the educational background, to you. How is the education going on for you?
Oh, I would say education, the American education is very good, right?
Yes.
But before class education is the key, but the education is, for me, is every education a key. Yeah, one for be a movie for your movie man. They are well educated people. A big more masters, a book more wine. What you say? But then again, I dear back where I say, everyone say, Master, education in Tiario. Education and Tiario has said, Utu Pina only bruni koye Jumaka crown. Unimum, what they base on is practicals. Practicals near say, Bruni Ubeko school in Albans or Nebiani Papa, so engineer. Uben Sacrano, no Neban was starting or training Yoma, or training Sanujuma. Ubeko school in Rio Babano, Ubano about on employer. Now Ocean is Sika Samsomano, no need to Yaka. What you say? So those tagging say and Kumawood and education, no dear Ben, no. Education Ben a chain movie, educate you where we sending gospel around. Movies are a threat or time, movies are a threat or door. I mean, this is part of the gospel. And yes, be out now, sorry them. Now can you asem and I just say we suffer. And I say unim DB. But then again, in Yamia, the more platform, this big industry, into movies now we in is part of education. Yeah, educate your mom for. And you know, me say and fa say me find say me my uncle school. Na me be movie now. Now me come baby now from Kwame Trigga. And I just want to be target me say my uncle school in so what? Let's assume that in so what? School now my coding in a bit yamika.
Okay.
School now I'm calling now, but what just Samuel Mano? I mean, let's forget about meaning Bruni pa want to brofo. Bruni pa want to brofo. Or will you keep on want to brofo? Or can brofo or can pass your sem brofo.
Okay.
It's very good. And now brofo now ube canon. You can so be a very educative. It means that now you are doing well and you know the knowledge about that thing. Example, so we movie, not say we good, not say you know you have knowledge about it, a very educated. You can educate people.
Okay.
You are educated about what you know. What you say. To say we are presenting, you are well known, people know you, and you understand your job.
Yeah.
So you can educate people.
Okay.
So is it education is only to go to school? And I bet you qualify say you educated person? No. I know the so be can Chinese for ya. Sisi o maya kesi for ya sisi ewia so mo no ye bibia masa sa uti Chinese nipa abro for pa ha obedwane.
I know so there.
Aye adwuma pa uti Chinese ni bro. Wo ha obedwane Queen Elizabeth mi nyina say ohun sankofo ha obeti om because almost say kasa. You know, but on a serious note, for me, education is a bibisha onsa. Now we need to educate people and people learn from it. That is the master. That's it.
Okay.
Forget about school, bro. For no one and family. But the energy kind of say, "Opa, we legon down a dining in a legon down is when crying reading in a fashion. Ye ni more.
Na ni enimu yi ni enim se Kwame Trigga the acting ni Kumawood movie ya hwa ni eni agi ya na life you see the no dey to so girls ni ade ni SS yi e ba ni say na all of a sudden ye hwe Kwame Trigga ni ye hunu wo screen so yi e de ne ba ye eni akonto yi
well Tom Rebi na say the 2 point kakra nti I'm somewhere 2017 February 18th when I'm free Chrome has say yeah kakra now me share essay Or say kakra na ja. Masamba back to Ghana. Yeah.
Okay.
And the bonus.
Industry na call from Nintia na what their tat was any bonus so but ebia na adwuma na ba from Nintia.
Oh, at a point in time, now I said, let me hear make any industry per se, but now I said, let me hear new refreshments. I said, new idea, I need to balance myself, and then you might be brain, you know. Me when it's a nice my choke was too much until me nyas opportunity to say some and then mommy call a call. Yeah.
You know, for now the Kwame Trigga is back in the industry.
Oh yeah, and people should watch out. There's new movies from Wizzy Empire. The new movies because me buy on many projects. We a lot of projects now, but me buy almost about 6 projects for Afina. Baba kuna me boni din say Ibrahim Traore Afina eba movie no aji hini wo baby a chese offer ha Ibrahim ya anti o ma almost share me movies actually there. For now, the Kumawood, I believe by grace of God, Kumawood is here again. Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that is nice. And Kumawood, when it comes to one of the industry as a kasi near pejum, near bohobanya, each employment massive is this movie industry. Because before say a certain movie by Bontino, Neni Padodoa, Akashi out to womu, Ni Padodoa, yet you moka woman, many be no, enough form. And you know, any idea was here to turn as a cry. But I will share the way industry, no ACTR. Is it one thing that you will say, sir? Maybe I will not encourage my daughter or my son to be part of this industry. Nah, what do you make piano say Kokoya Diwi? Who may piano say Adiwi na when you on Kokoya and me cry me woman cry me who the echo? Is this the industry you can encourage your people to be in? Most especially your own children.
Oh yeah. Say me ba. So no one pemuna so kase me for so. But so no one pemuna so ye na adwin say opese urema. Why not? And I may encourage you be as say will be all outside be as who feel say like when it you so person yeah. I mean it's a big platform. Now what room kakran nyame de utumi change life in you can say just a second. Ti bia oboru am be say nyame afaso na waye enioma kese ama na fe we say I mean din ka ho na wanya sika kakran so ne ade nti me encourage obi opese oba mu bia no me encourage because for now no kra me hu ni say asesa saying first no de na as o mutwe amanfo di no I mean me kwa match media no mutwe amanfo di more but now
you could try into ya.
What I say who could track right now usika ebi akokam then say nyoma be brave but for now ma hu say nyoma asesa obi frewa at least onim say adwuma na wo ye nti obi tua onye ready there am fro now so to be
okay
what yeah nti nyoma be brave ide asesa wo.
Now, the transition of this movie industry, a movie from the CD that we were talking about to this social media that we all know, and of which one of it is what we are using right now. I know, sir, if those days kind of stress and nipa be from one and what be PhD or saying is one thing on its own, but with just a simple link you are in, we can have the conversation as it is still ongoing. What do you think is a young year and nay oba ye wetimi ahwa wasua ho ade a obetimi aka ho asem say this is how I was the industry in this equal.
Me pa cho question obetimi asa ababim because now say online
okay mami okay all right mami hitting the back beam. I am talking about transition of this industry na ye woman a move from CD about to see the era of social media. You know, sir, and you shared, sir, yeah, fast alongside the transition of it. Internet do baby, me for lay, and now you are back in the industry again, and you are hoping, sir, projects are we bit me aquapa. How have you mastered on that aspect? And I bet me I'm moving this year on this new social media. No?
Okay, great question. Who says you see and BBA by the guitar to say the near canon? It's all about the quality. It's all about
Yes.
the storyline. It's all about props. At the back we say the way mean Johnny Dimbo because me yen a Jumentino say Okoni set so Ube who say props, everything is on point. So we know pa or make sure say and one or the open.
Okay.
Director for yen a Juma say be a dialogue so the mouth. Say no one or pa ube and one or beka so to me I'll be making sure so obeka copy say ube okay. So through this, I mean, I'm out for actually the people are learning, I'm out for very educated about the new system, and the platform itself, and also a pushy more than first nane you know KJT, I say be who be a KJT and one a bad vet wahane sanyo man. You see, and you be bright a change. So I believe, say, with the new system, with the YouTube, all over the platforms, with our new system I don't know if it's a question now will be some and my answer in the right way I'm out there.
Yeah. The things that I was looking for, no, what me about Bobby Pa, and those are the things that are not lucky in our industry, no. Which
Because
is the story.
first say na storyline no to that na echiaka crack props no so no man e dey no na estoda na echiaka crack
Yeah,
do
for yes,
na for so nyoma ye for ade no cry ni kwan say because ubehu edan become a power do bia behu ni bedroom na ni bedroom aye style bi ehun na ni nyina mwa hwe ye adwuma bi na we na adwuma ye kope bedroom or making sure say you been at the bedroom or you okay. Director also making sure say you been at bedroom or there, and that is a change, like a big change. And the your cost one say yes I know my way na a beboa I enhance yama you be who your ma from my mouth for so who said the Kumawood is coming back, not just coming back, but it's coming with a different idea and a different force. Yeah.
A different idea and a different force here trigger this kind of perspective when it comes to every industry. Of which we cannot take it out of our lives. But at a point, say you who say obi or your public figure bidding home question politics say we interest no nipa na was sponsor or no anyone be that is going to be the end of your life. And we have the Ashanti regional minister who happens to be, unfortunately for me, Nkansah, happens to be from the other party. It is not known in the industry that we know as the NPP. From Nkansah, because maybe that's
Okay.
to welcome someone or your NDC in the Ashanti region, which happens to be the stronghold for NPP. Don't you think it's following him, would target us say you belong to this political party, and at the end of it, you are going to lose certain love from those. Now you say, "Well, money the incapacity no money the actually na the alcohol baby for." How do you see politics in this industry?
Adeɛ baako a make clear my question will be our person differ. Adeɛ baako a make clear ni say you can mix movement with progress. What you are saying? There's a difference between movement and progress. Meet me our party. Maybe there's a movement in the party, but there's no progress. Then what? Then what? Then it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
You who say and found who say we NDC ni, but adeɛ baako a say you to me say oye Ghana ni ba. Na adeɛ a stand for mpuntuo. Enti no say me wo party A and I say party B ba be ya adeɛ because of say me wo party A ni nti no me support no ma ne nyɛ. Na me ankasa no mendi no kra ma me ho. What do you say?
Yes.
Na when di no kra ama ho because of say we wo party B nti party A be ya. Adeɛ baako a say ni say so political way it all fine. Obia want a political way. There's no doubt about it. There's no argument about it. One also party way or party A good. But so be back. So party A back. Na se oba be ya de be boa man na. As I say a man nipa ne ye. Ade ba ko nipa aya mistake wo ho bebre no. So madam fu ni we nti oh ye we kura na ye boni we kura me ye nka. Oya ade o ye nkata so. So we never be ka papa ne de ade bi me ma ye mpene ene ye ne. And it's a bit giant son your money na say the support be because I mean for all that we know, yeah NDC buy almost try some MPP buy almost try some obey, but you know him say be any improvement be anywhere buy. NDC buy they have shown a lot, and on my dream say room yeah for your support and for mano na at the end of the time no more person more no enyina awie pa enya a kind of saying a solid firm way dia you be hu say chine bi e kai ka say be ka say oh asoma si ba e de ade we na be challenge be man nipa na all sa but new opponent na all ba no be challenge man e mo no so ya de papa what you say you know
Yes.
political we political talks in Samuel Manuel fan tunche and for more support more na I mean almost more industry no na enyo ma anya dai enko nanim
Yeah, sure. And Nemo Betimi Akon and Nimui, we have a new government, a new ministers elected to run the affairs of this country. What do you think in our own sector, which happens to be the industry now, you woman or you Betimi applied it to the government to do for us?
oh a lot of things in one of the measures to Kwame the last time Prem Somuku share Ashanti regional minister I stand to be corrected I think so Somuku Shiano commonly didn't come on and then on also I well and say or best support to share the buy why I mean buy and across NDC buy mean yes sure say be on your best 7 months right
Yeah, they are in their 6th or 8th month.
very good but push it or make sure so be meet industry player be like or put it everybody together and what I can say is let's allow them and then give them the benefit of the doubt. Nah, but I believe say okay. Whatever that we have submitted to them, a petition be a moment so. For me, I believe because of I believe say they can do better.
Okay.
Yeah,
Looking at how they can do things to seek to the development of this country, and going forward, as rightly said, we vote for development, we vote for progress. Now, what I pick a great lesson over there is movement doesn't bring progress. And of what? And movement, what you say, I'm from Putu, was changing and one immediately. There be. Chireno Kraka says, Sebe, or Kwasian is an agony. And the repetition of one
movement with progress.
Wow. And I answered the question, and who hear me pa what this industry me modding, but some people suffered the tag of or don't party wishing to I know the assume we need to move. Maturity should tell us say, oh party now belong it's your right and the freedom in here. Obviously, and the right to freedom. But what you are looking from that person is not a party, but a human obey the amawono. And that should be our core responsibility to establish a better relationship. Thank you so much, Kwame Trigga, for everything that you've said on the show today. Na minya omukrakra. Na ansa na meja omuna Nkansah no industry ni mu pa ni baby move up bedria. I know say you are still energetic and you can do certain things for yourself because the time any late sir. If you see some of our legends my year juma we yache na life enya te said yanka omudin ne pagya ye no omasitine muti a e de na hu ni say ya na eye late e ma ne basa
also Diana me hu ni say late say one ka take akra right.
Yes, I always say this industry it give you birth to legends, it give you birth to people omudin eba. At the end of it, they become legends to a certain level. Now, na yede omudin ba ba ya bakwasem ba ye futu. But it should be who some penny for na ya na omasetena no enko to that na ya na ye pen. What do you think is ya na enko yi anasa structures ben and what she put in place to see to the welfare of our old and I said the aged.
On say welfare no can pa ade ba ko ne say on say na yedin komo mi din kaka say those time na sika no mu tua no na e ha adwen kakra because e bi abekwa kofo obi na bi a obi sika e bi kra me fan say ya money teku na say simple a obi say opana wati sika ne so bi you know na afi no sika no so nipa no so kodru fi ne bi a owo abusua owo mai so ohwe mo bekwa kodru no kra na emwa entumi kra nya de enhwe.
Okay.
And adeɛ baako a anka ebetumi so aboa ebetumi apushi war apart from say moving so government so betumi aboa ne say anka on create way agency bi a commodity funds bi beto you know be to say pension fund we adwuma na onim like ubetuatua I mean ubetuatua sika bi na be to say royalties unyini ana ye de say sika na yɛdan ama and it's annual man and can also be there ebeboa because you were in paying for ni be chale enye easy even cry young year na be na enye easy the way obi be see atwe wedi no but I believe say this time no I believe say nyoma bit me a change and obi answer any other because obe friend nipa na say nipa no obe ye no biara nya de ono so obe ye wodwuma ma obe kwa kotena because you need to also to calculate say a business na oye nti o me say BS kakitu bi no aba abaji na akwa kofa problem aye den abre no and na nye omo so say omo ye adwuma ne se bi na omo nim nyansa so ombe sie sika o da bi abrabo no sa na tie say omo di wanim no to say e bia director na obefa na producer na obefa when di no kra ma wa to da ya na no kra enso ma me di wanim na be we achi na nipa nyina kra be fi say adwuma be reba ya ni sika wo because we movie out ale obi anim say wo sika wo na adwuma ya nyina na sika ye den sika bia nche den ti ye be stress for now na you pushi Kumawood omo pese everything become new like obiaye okay ni ade ade no put measures in place ebeboa obia amechina bi obi kasakra obi to the sales in bu say I did this job and I have benefit on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, we are looking at the benefits because what is duly ours, you know? Our say mutimi edema na adwuma no etimi akoso saa dia maye. I think this is going to be the point or say mutimi release ahoma no na Kwame Trigga. Now other things so now before you go no what would be your final words to everyone, your lovers, your fans, and the new Kumawood that you are projecting?
But so ube to me suka crimes and network and I yeah.
What I mean is, looking at how Enyema Eshiko, the new Kumawood that you are also projecting, say Enyema BC Aye, you know, what is going to be your final words? As in, say yeah, futu, say yeah, anything be what's say update on your Juma you know, over to me that to Jadia Mobia.
The kind of the mechanic say yemfa odo entena asase we so because when say Bible say wanya ma unua no wanya ma Christ say odo wo yemu a aya na sisie emba say odo wo yemu a aya na jealousy sembia we nka se opese okuni nua bi obi nka se say you know enti yemfa odo ene asumdue eno ena medi nka aka ena de to so no say mesre obi a fans no ma mo hwe nyina ne say mo support Kumawood say e buy the two channel no so say bia e ka say bia Wizzy Empire and I say Arena TV na bia omo project Kumawood the stress will be and support na mo hwe movies ni bi so on say the beya I mean producers no so no and executive producers no so benya sika na da no so mbe dey ombekoso the new project aba enna ade ba ko so ametumi so aka ne say ahweye sometimes put me share will be you always gonna me ba ade ba ko be won say bitumi de nsem to two obi so obi wo pro bi ani na hia wa ne papa bi na fe akwa dane bone hwe on ye na enye wadwen se obebo obi anu aduane egu na we kind of saying because the wuye obi ene no echina bi amwa na beba wo maso yemfa odo ni nyina ne se yemfa odo ene asumdwe na entena ewo asase we so nyame enhira obi a otie ye onyame nhia Arena TV listening na onyame so nhira me mame pa ama Christy. I mean she's the most sweet mom nyame de na che and to me fa konya we so echiano I love you so much mom me do pa me da wasin so the me boss so I mean you still keeping me and all of that show me much love nyame enhira will be otie me so cram it to me account
one day na I think my boy broke it to be na and penifo so say sankofa refia nka yenchi into my sankofa mfambra now all come about Weezy Empire Kwame Trigga, is there any empire yenhwe anymore na anasa is something there I was say yehunana?
Oh yeah, very soon me I feel that me prepare Kwame Trigga TV beba yeah the stories so everybody into know won say penyin say won see human san na why dey wan ham into no be din kan prepare one ham ne de dada and san wa be na wa be see human into say na me adom de nyoma tutu akwa mo ye people should watch out new series beba Kwame Trigga TV yeah.
Okay, Kwame Trigga TV. And for
Mr. Amon so my handles Facebook Kwame Trigga original. Is ya me by my Kwame Trigga and the nipa be na the Kwame Trigga and it's all good. I mean it's all good. I'm happy with that. I don't have a problem with that. They're good. Okay. But then Kwame Trigga party maybe Facebook Kwame Trigga original or call TikTok. I feel maybe me TikTok and also Kwame Trigga original or call Instagram and also Kwame Trigga original.
Yeah. Okay. Now Kwame Trigga no trigger ne de obi anim say ye pull trigger o which me ama ye ho o trigger ne say de sitie
trigger na YouTube me de no say sa trigger na unya o click ya na YouTube na sun
yeah I know say o de ne de trigger ya your body ya bia but the spelling of it you know is it the same as the trigger we know?
Okay me de no de me ma ye no say TRIGGA sana ma ye no.
But the Kwame is the normal Kwame, and nema for DB and the Q news you are share Kwame Munibia.
Then na if we are the Kwame na.
Nice one there. Thank you so much, Kwame Trigga. And me follow near Dinkomo because I love your movies and I know how talented and the passion you use anytime when you are acting. So we are going to push this new agenda. Kwame Trigga TV everywhere and Kwame Trigga original on all social media platforms. Let's link up and continue the vibe over there. Thank you so much for your time and energy. God bless you as we await for more projects from you. Bye bye. That is Kwame Trigga for you, Ghana's very own finest with this particular video. Drop it on for me.
Who wanted to that bay? When you did that bay, some more towels, we know, baby. Move on with Jimmy Fianco. I had to go. You're going to want come on, get out of here. Get out of here, motherfucker. What the fuck do? Oh shit. Oh, we do. Wait. Hey.
Papa, what me more better so because I may be a shop kakrama. And you say and one no.
Welcome back once again, and the time maybe Sasu Womopa and you will be doing the other part of it for you right here in the studios of Radio Culture, and you are still listening and watching Entertainment Arena on Facebook is GH News now. Join me over there. Let's continue the vibe as the vibe, life ɛda so kyine mu nti yɛnwie koraa yɛda so agyina so. Now let me go on Facebook and do some messages for you because I am doing a show with you. Nti sɛ message ne ba saa na sɛ manyɛ ho adwuma ama wo a na sɛ mayɛ wabro. Now on Facebook we have for this year but Nana Kwabna Edu say or say education is about you doing what you know best to have impact on others and not going to school to attain all kinds of degree. He comes back again with more fire, more fire, more fire. Right there. And the final one it goes this way. It's high time we do away with the politics in the industry and appoint the people for the right job in order to see the development of our movies across the continent and the world as a whole. I like that message, and that has always been the question. I damn crowd now you crowd na me no din come and maybe because ye nim say obi ato aba enso to de bia se ankoye kofia na ye ama se ankoye party A na akoye party B se obi belong to a certain political party ni afani say nipa ko no yen enemy. That shouldn't be the whole conversation, and that shouldn't be the essence of democracy. Democracy is said to be a joint job, sharing of ideas, coming on the round table to contribute ideas I bet me abwa to our development. By name ye de na kwa yese ane si ya ne peno enso wan kwa ye me medie ni bia one kwaye media ni bia na akwa dani in SMP. A lot of people they've suffered from this tag kwaye say your kwaye stronghold bidia and ye hwana makwade and kwaka party for frasem. That shouldn't be what we have to encourage anytime, any day. And that is why the bia no yebebo komo ni yedi hon komo. If you feel like belonging to any political party, go out there. So what you say? Because ye nyina ye ntimi belonging to one party. And it tells us so be what no be what be and some fast one yes and ma betimi akwaso. Now let's move on to the other story with that video. And if that video is for me, it's ready. Put on for me now. Okay. I am sure, sir. Just keep the video on it for me. Now you mute sound net that's here. No playing the sound and the video. No, me sure say who be a video in every band and what you are going to talk about. It's about a trending video at Air Koso, which started that was yesterday and now say 3 days today. A idea we shouldn't encourage anywhere. It's idea a new conscious also baby. It happens to be a small boy, 12-year-old boy. Allegedly, as police reports in Eka Huashamono, say wako yi ana wawie sika ana wakofo sika 200 Ghana cedis and no inti na yet me a parent, a father, na a relative etimi achechere no de na bobibi mu na emfia ekura penimu krono na wotwa akwada no sebe wawro no ho. And for the sake of YouTube, that is the reason why a video no blend because it shouldn't be raw, because the rules are regard the content like this, and just say me and for BB Rosa and Fantaso. And for those of you who are watching us on Facebook, that has been the reason why I at the but me sure so one video now. Make so on that, it tells us there, Ghana, we are gradually moving further when it comes to security home and some. Anyhow, our police services, they pay much attention to it. But before Bakra to have a take on it, I want us to have a watch at the police reports now a beto jano. Into more say. Ghana had the idea we buy a bekwasa kwa yanka ho nsem ye bibia no. This is press release. Press release. We the press statement a free Ghana police service were relating to this particular story a good news, a positive news to all Ghanaians. Say this social media no is there, say you're using it positively. But if you decide to use it on the negative side, we think say we try video not just for fun, but baby, this video ni ebe through the amount. You might think you say at the end of the just for fun, but you are rather shooting your own self, and that has triggered this whole thing. No, wobu akwadano wabra wenka nka ebia nka enru this level for you, but to say over so video DS, so for what reason? Girls of today's boys of today wo ye bibia wo twa sebi oni na kodum twa bia na se na European na bibi edin koma wo twa video abeto abonten ade bia wo ye bia eye this boys seeking boys in so misika sama no wo twa abeto abonten be wi akire no na ono ani own boys tata no enu ntino a result in time menkofo we mo me ho ba ma menye we mfa mo me ho ba, all because of social media and how we want people to have a fair sight of yen ye de betudwa, which is not helpful. And now to the press statement, and I said the press release, a free Ghana police was a one about say police rescue tortured victim in viral video. 2 suspects arrested. 2 suspects. Who video na go ni mono yachi warm on 24th June 2025. That was yesterday. Now I say the police in Half-Assini Division has rescued a 12-year-old boy who was seen in a viral video tied with a nylon rope hanging on the roof of a building and being subjected to several beatings by 2 adults for having stolen 200 Ghana cedis at New Nkansah community near Elibo in the Western region. Suspect Isa Moro, age 50 years, and Suleiman Abdul Rashid, 27 years, who were seen in the video, have been arrested. Suspects are currently in police custody assisting investigation. Meanwhile, the victim has received medical attention and handed over to his father. Wow. And that happens to be a positive news to everyone. Biana, you wanted to see how far this story will go. No, Chira will say this is how far things are going within 24 hours or 72 hours. This is the progress we've seen about this story. No, the commander assures safety of the public and urges all to report any suspicious or harmful behavior promptly to the nearest police station. Olivia E.T. Atiku, Superintendent of Police, Head Public Affairs Unit. And I did this press release way able to now yeah, from this aspect say a broad year, yes, say Sebi Ejimishem but abofra come home said ya cano name mumuno yadintian so aba and a why. Such now so kase fa aba fa and fa bank coming aquadano and na bofra na we own ne say nipa nchiraba ye mu emfia, that is the correction rod. Aba ye de tia wo bi se wa ya de bone no se wo de tia wo bi anka ye mfom ye nka wonya mfom so bia nanso as to how I will be using no and a man be a problem. Now these 2 people by name Moro and Rashid, 58 years and 27 years respectively. Yachiwom, Ediana bit me justify. And where we are there, is that the right way to go by it, especially for someone or you're underage? No, that is the reason why we have police over there. The war other people are, they can sit down and solve issues. And to underline, we are going to look at the effect, the impact a probisi. It may have one and ne enquada and na se ni pursue. Yetimi tiatia akwada bisa obenyine no na asa akwara na adwenye stable obenyine na akwara kro no ehu bia ba behye nimo okaso nkoye bibia na osuro nipa yetimi tiatia akwara bi buna na wedie no ababa be to the 12th level a sa akwada no bibia nkame no bibia ni ho no ma wo ye na ebepusu no na I develop hatred, hardened hearts e was akwada nim na odidi society no enya. Let's go on the line and have this discussion, all this interview on the side of education and health debate with I wonder as to how this issue no impact ACT on this about Frebisi and I said the community no. And I wonder, can you hear me? What you mean? Hello? Unmute your microphone here in Nkomo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, what you mean?
Yeah, I'm at Tonka.
Okay. That is
Mommy, some few minutes ago, I said, man, I'm quite a coffee into me too. Okay.
okay.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, Metewonka pa. If so, bit
Aha. Man, I'm quite
me.
a coffee into me right inside. Okay, into the mommy, just some 2 minutes to be me rough here. Now, I'm starting.
All right, no problem. On the line is Ike Wonder, a mental health officer, and any Babedin Komono. I'd wanted us to have child rights activist on Kono so betchere say, oh ya bofra, oh ya kwada, oh no mami na se papa bi ana obuhwani bi na etie. Na enima bi se ekoswa. Wan kasa no edie na betimi aye ede ama ho. Na ehimfa na betimi adwane atoa. Na wahuni say yes ya brochire de ye mu nkwada bi say, and that is true because certain rights they are using it properly, and maybe they are enforcing it, and I'm sure that is true, and we all know so wuntimi enkwa brochire nkwatwe abansi abofra so muni say no matter who you are to that kwadano so wona know say your papa wu so we hwan the said akwada kro no wuntimi mu akwada ni say impokra ne say wotian na so wantian ye na akra ne efili anyhow bia when you read mu no report it at the right quarters you will be arrested. That is where we want to picture this whole conversation because enkwada bi ebre in the hands of the so-called mina metete the so-called me nua, the so-called ani ma me wun makwa kofa na betena me nchen. Some children are suffering in the hands of enkrofa ye kwachina saw them thinking say we are Christians. One womodi womma bofom say afraid home Muslims. Once was wokura bodu akase afraid home the traditionalists. Now we know say we are all worshiping a certain supreme being, but the truth will always be truth as to where you get your knowledge and how you will get your teachings from. But that doesn't take the fact to say, you're right, you're wrong. You can compare the two and blend it together to become one. But the solution will correct one thing, which is correcting wrong with right, a bit more positive. And that is where we are looking at. So wo bo akodabi sa akodabi ni obi netie na wo tete no wo ya de bia enhyem fata ede na akodakro no enye na the mental health and I said the mental effect have on nkwara sa no so no. That is a conversation we are going to have. I think Ike is ready and seated into yanko. So what you mean can wonder unmute your microphone ye ninkomo.
Okay.
Video what yeah me te won kapa. I hope say bibia boko there. Okay. Video na make kan ho asemi and I see a boy, I know say you know the video I'm talking about. Akwada 12 years I we sika ntino ya chichire na bo adiem. Enye se waso ne mu kra na wutwa no to. No ya ka se wabo na ma na abroso. First of all, ne kra no another punishment on its own. Yes, bono no additional punishment. Ye wie ya jam se meko se din ya yesan so de sra wounds in him. That is a crony and no see another punishment. How stable would the brain or answer the mind of that person be? I wait to media born on the Dutch in acid in it. Continue the discussion for me. And you may be saying, Ayana, if we then soon a banner.
Mese mi bi ase meda Nyankopon ase na mada watiefo ne abedefo na fanse omo anu mu ye adwuma nyina eba no such situation na say instance we are on say per story no ase mo se okowie iska ana ye punish no and punishing a child no shouldn't be this fanse and need say other state same so no because enyoma ya ide afra we famu no ebe cause a lot of problem on the brain in na adwin mu bebre ni mental state na nkasa no enyoma bebre na ebe cause akwa na adwin and say the ba yen side na mental health side na say akwa na say we bully akwa na say o titi akwa na e was some situations man say this way yana ejina nyoma mi so there were long term psychological effects and it has also short-term psychological effects. And the short-term, no dear, obey experience, abre abuna we ni 60 no. As time goes on, we ni adi no. obey experience annual we. Long term, so one just stay there, bit me leading into the internal life competence of the woo. Unless it's there, mental professionals are there, album, it's me a psycho acquaintance, what me up a normal state of mind. It is about a fancy go straight to pandia. Short term psychological effects, a bit me acquire fear and anxiety. Because said nipa no boss akora we about the jam disease ya no wabu na we sakwane na mo bi ne so hu nipa no obo na so mo ye ne sa di we a e di fie suro bi e beto akora ne mu nse me kan ze mo ti ase a yes because say me na mo na akobo akora keto bi a do mi si bu na mi si ye no ohun mi a de bia ne ban suro ane de beto ne so nti de bia no hu bi obi suro. And the second one is also evidence what cancer found is also anger and aggressiveness. Because situation akura we akum no nim so ko first can advance bi wabu ni say de bia no so na mo bia na eyabufu na hye ni timadwen bone ne ba be sha akura ni tirim. Inti no o wa be violent person. Ema anyoma we o tanto fa mu no so ne police kura na mo ne so me bibi kura na ohunu wo say so yes ade we na nipa ne bejai.
Okay.
It's no erema aggressive ibia banimu to the extent that say adibia was saying ko ye no boko no kiki no de be no seven sa adibia nke yes simple sen ko na no be kan say bibi hu na me yenti na enye no obeyisu force ibia de aye amani panejai. And the third man so I can found down say withdrawal and isolation. Because one why akura say ade we wo fia e be ne den say obetumi aba fie and e be ne den so obetumi aben mo no kwanam san so ye ne sa ade we no it is sometimes ade bia na nka o engage ne self into obetumi aboa no on life mu no obe like obeyi no wan free ko nsem kwa yes ade ne se me ba fie a e bro ne be bro me no we nyina kwaso akwa ne tirim a e the damage na to akwa ne tirim.
Okay. Wow.
Ana the next one I so aka found sadness and depression.
Okay.
The bia bones akwane na mo bia na ne raho. The bia because I recall previous nyoma na akoso on life ni ade na ohu no say asa ankonam. Ti de bia no na mo bia areho saa no bedi na internal life ni nyina.
Okay.
And another reason so that nya wakwana so no ba kono so say sleepless nights. And sleeping disturbances. Because I do here to me, or there be a better than a nightmare.
Okay.
And lead to nightmares also so now. Now so I'm another bedwetting. Bedwetting actually one also in there insomnia no breaking it down. Let's say like nya time crown wada because what there be basis in that no no say BBC there the hunting. And the last point the men's I found here academical problem.
Okay.
And as academic challenges because I could go through annual way more a bit difficult access what the class could be concentrate in class. The school performance is also no a better answer drop it. Into BBA concerning academics and Nkansah school muno about be 2 weeks to the extent say now when performing with school muno a best shut it down cry.
Okay.
We don't know no a short term psychological effect e benya impact e wa akura na brabo so se woda wonda ebufu be sha akura ni mu e de suro be she ni mu so hu sa afo yi o mede sa de we di ni na ni nyina achi no enyoma na anka akura no wo fi anko ye ma na de gini ade no obetwe ni mu afiri sa anyoma ni mu nyina yes also ba down bi ma ye long term effect and na me kan say long term na betimi ama akuranya anya side effect we ya tell say internal life kra say confidence o de bewu.
Okay, obitima ye dan
obetumi afasa process we mu nyina confidence o de bewu.
Process ni say ebro na ye bono no
ebro na ye bono no erenyoma bebiri na be sha akura we tirim.
Okay.
Nyoma bebiri na be sha akura we tirim indi say ona mo no say bufuo bi na advance e bia say ona mo na nka e bia de bumfu ntam bicycle of sanyo we no kokko mu nyina no amana tiama edu extend bia na younger issues are then arise.
Okay.
O kana na ye say o to ninsa.
Okay.
Into no, the long-term psychological effects no so no ebino a post-traumatic stress disorder.
Okay.
And no, we breaking it down our flashback memories or hormone as animal in I'll be seeing it. Emotional norms, emotion as an emotions in an asset. They be hormone aqua and asset. I will want one aqua and be. I will want one at the deep down. And early starter. If I say, be a aquano or one man. Oh, who nipa no yen is adi na nedi ebufubi aba be shenimu. And I said the year be then aba be shenimu. Sometimes no say obi kun obi a anase obi di obi ewu. Na se nipa ne kuku ma na so de ne koto hospital na so hospital bed ne so. Na nipa no de ne call sa true do de ne wura sa situation ni mu no. Eba ho na so ba be hwe sa nipa na. Ohun na na ase ni BP rise. Okay. Scenario na me making is what you see.
There's ohuni pa kono ye na ni buafu.
Na ni buafu. Wan ye to kura na. Sanity.
Okay.
The next one under long-term psychological effect is only trust and attachment.
Okay.
Trust and attachment. I don't know breaking it down. A bit difficult sa kura we be jini pe do asasi so. Because of say ye ba be friend na ba be bono no minim say ye mrade and it is ne to no say oh bra fi ye nya wo hwe bra.
Okay.
Bibia no we be si so what you say.
Yeah.
Ana ya chi akura we na sense dua so ne ye jam na. Se wona mo na so ne akura we di nkomo say oh bra na me nkonko fa sa de ma bra na nko sa de we ma wa. E be ye den say akura we be ji wodi say me ko nipa we asomasi wa kwem papa na so wa kwem me bone.
Okay.
And one the caregivers was answering about in the say yeah abusuafo ne relatives no so no e be den say obetimi attach himself to omo.
Okay.
Say o go through some problem bi me ko nipa we kura ho na bi kura mpu na me nyimi bi because o kan say me a chire ko yan so ha be ma de boni bi ama nyoma bebre na be si e di sa no on fa no kura me nipa gidiri say na first net ye no.
Okay.
And one deadly aspect is also what's our long term we mun say akwan betimi engaging itself into substance abuse simple cry.
Just that to get a near manner go through the mind, no.
Yes, because one or that was also animal way that I say bono. The more now have that nightmare, sleepless nights in only the other no. When is so called fat and son, and now taking drugs beer, the pains in the bed ever call into one kai be ma. This small child engaging himself and herself into such substance abuse, no. Wow, you benefit.
Okay.
But 2 months in time to the extent say first one my phone say me fans say my book me kai be me next time so I for fans na so be because me no man na mama e dey me refi me pains ni ade.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Me say my cancer bebre say
and some na wo kan nyina is what I person yeti enchi na mentinsi mu misa won sembisha bia. I just want you to establish the point now be me hu the effect no because ye nyina di ho for nsem a wo kan nyina nipa bia o African parent bia di ho for enchi no it is very educative o share anima we say their mind now you've talked about the short term and the long term. Now what do you think? Yes, what do you think is we should do when it comes to akwada wakoye bibi na yehuni se adabi krono na okoboye krono nye how can you cycle the mind of sankra we bisa na se nipa bisa ni etimi enya the best results out of them without doing this kind of things? I know say Ricky is also on the line now, and also is a teacher, and you know school mu etimi kwada eburo bi say no ono nso ebe kire yen say ne yensinya because we know say when it comes to education the government made it known to everyone. That is the past government say main you so about school so be so on such a headmaster cultural complain to na headmaster nin kire o e ma do abetimi de aba akwada akoro no eno nso aman kwada be very difficult to handle in our various schools. Teachers can testify to this because moment Yes, me you so aba. Who you so aba? You want a parent, edru. But a bra ye botra so stay no so no. Ya na emwa. So what are we going to do about this whole thing? You call left a boy. You about right in so ye boy. Ye nyina fi na ye nim komo no. Ricky, what you mean ka?
Mini asinaji meto nkapa.
You are a teacher. Said ya kwada yi me sure say mo na mu yisu sa abai bi e wo school mu. Then na wo say ankoyi when it comes to handling akwada wako wiade. So ye teacher ni aba report say assume say wiade wo class a sen na nka bi sha handle issue no.
Merasi. Mamfa kunya yeso na mentia wetefo. We have video ya ekosu ya in a way no make say omamwa you say total madness. So we sakra ebone a there are several ways it me a punish akora no. With such incidents no akra na ade no akowia yesi bia wadi awu. Say no kre say nya no kre yenim. Ba obetimi aka akra na nkasa ben ho akrokro ni ade no you can talk to the child. With me videos be actually no way cromfo okowia there this the end of it. Into your several ways a fast with it na cry and yet said that bia about team. Oh yes sir said na minia Ike kanu psychologically no oh ha cry no. So no kind of long term and your short term. I remember say incident be to me. Abra tafo I think the police for be some scatter and then we go no much for I had a call. To me, my phone send me a call. No, as my inspector and say, me your phone a me be video. Tell or your operation. And then they added me to and go for my call me a bet you. In fact, when I was taken to the police station, and you so try the MGB pa. MGB pa. Sana me hot. Cause me ya me no up to now. It's about 5 years in here. But sana me kai. Do me enter me phone send me be picture no. And when the first idea about me trim. Yes. Sakra no baby bia. Do me enter be bo about so no. The first impression, about we be na. Ya chichire me nsa e me say no. Wa ha kra no. Wa ha be bre na adwene no entimi mba normal biem say. Ye nya psychologist amoma psyche akra na. Wa ha kra no be bre ni dachi.
Okay.
Having.
Now, we teacher ni. Say school mu na parent bi ba no be catch us say me boy wi ade. Enti no say bone mame a. Say na situation bi say must handle no fa.
Okay, me personally no. Say parent etare ne ba ho complain eba. Me akra no me punish no. Rather no me for no akasa because e fear na akra no ya ade no. So you parent no wo betimi punish akra aden na wo de won punish no. Na de neighbor sebi preduasa se me ko punish no na nyame amfa fie na by mistake aba no ko kan be bi na akra no edi dem a wo parent kro na be sa your charge say mama wo be edi dem. In the such issues no say parents need the ba aya na me said that fama adwene enkoso sa nemum most lande ame ne say me fra akra no ne tena say na makasa a kire no.
Okay.
Then ye eto aso bi mu dia and so no cry na ayehunihuna and say me can there several forms of punishment enya ba abone nko betama na enya be bra punishment ebi ne say ubetama na squat at least 5 minutes bi cry na obeti ya wani widiem eno no ye okay because the more na what ya no when you so sa ko ebi ma sa ya na what ya ebi ano cry ya chen aba ne de no eno bu won so a ofere ade edi nipa mu no sa o ma crown bi china adzade kon on ko so kwa because onim se okoya o de ba be jani pa nyina nim agu na nim ase tinema bi sa na mo twom e di free ho akwan ba kon so no
what the end there and one kasawaka you are still facing that kind of trauma no I course with you no and I know say so what is got to be a course will be na police for ho no mo a say bia we yati amfra man America kura de betwa mu de Nyankopon de betimi
me kamechiro
let's go back to Ike. I wonder. Nah, I think that a brand enya a break na yintimi and summarize the whole conversation relating to this Akwadano and Shamunana young fancy. Educate us on the psychological effect, the trauma na nipakoni ebekomo. As to the way I was is me de near maybe see a fossil, send a bit adreno, a bit my stable.
Okay. Before I say about solution and I say a quite fast one massage my way now. To be channel. Is a long term way no. One two important aspect of woman. But we 7 say bia so one steady a be lead to self-harming behavior. Self-harming behavior and the behavior or damaging itself and as a suicidal idea be an asset thought to be by the dream.
Okay.
Because so I told us when say go through that pains we man as a situation we I hear from the parents when was so couldn't one answer one then life crana far better. Because family no film crana more treating you say how much more outsiders. And the last one is also here. Circle abuse. Circle abuse in India say akura bibi say no wakumwa. The more now you know. So by your parent say kima. Definitely that same may not be transferred the account in muscle.
Oh,
okay. The Americans what's here? Yes.
Because you want and said your parents woman to treat your mama. Yeah, to ask mama.
Sanity. You go school, I'm not you go school. No, say the be poor. O man said that with man say, hey, we will small better than me now. Probably I then abono. Sanity teacher me by me pen abono. Breaking all this down and nothing.
I say also be seen and out will be to be.
Yeah. If you know, Sanyo we now me can once a me now. Long time is short term now. See bit me si Sanyo we now kwanya. Early intervention, I bit me aboa. Counseling and therapy. Counseling and therapy. Eboma bit me aboa ma kwani mindset ne that damages fear any Sanyo man e so determine na. Yes, I can only the therapy mu and reading come and even environment no woman or say a funny piece environment I didn't go safe environment who that kind of situation say abusive
okay.
Yes. The next one is also near strong support.
Okay.
Strong support in between say caregivers are almost abusive. And also teachers send an Ricky Eken. You teach any one ma maybe be there semi be two na no I starting all the akwana on no bono. You teachers ni bi so as asemba obe go deep down we be say akwana as the a trigger ma akwana koye de koye sa ade no. And side we akwana koye say yiska no sa anya aduane ana akwana de koto ye kom na na ede na ana say bia bibi na esi na bi akwana ko fa iska na mo bi say akwana de we are there de e ma ne trigger man ko fa iska no. Ana mo bono. If you say na betimi akura kwanitim am na timi be stable in life ohia abusive non-abusive caregivers and teachers so here dey enkita that harsh mindset wo saa nyoma we bi ho.
Okay.
And the last one education. Say about educating your parents your teachers for your caregivers no as well you betimi ade everything kwala so moko sa situation we mu
okay.
Saa nyoma mi nsɛn any ade betimi aboa and as a solution to saa nyoma we nyina na entimi sanso nya de NCB.
Okay. Now back to you, Ricky. Your final words on this as a teacher. Any advice you be my parent be and send me read comment obidia ba or say what my reading from free one na muntimin touch on nature with your final submission. Children nowadays are very stubborn. He deserves to be punished, but this punishment dear is too harsh. Said ya will be so and that is Francisca and so Eddie Abanon say Annie in Kwadwo SABA a between or mason. But we dear are not deemed do. Now Ricky to us, ma'am.
Okay. Medasi. Advice can meet to me Eddie Ama and say before that say oba baby I'm try there na ope teachers and cranny through my pa make a humbi. me de mebo. But me na me the same person I'm a bono. Me so ni teacher ni a akra problem a obeba mo so obeka ache me. Ni nyina ya krokro. Me bono, me na wo sere. Ena me nye me nkobo aburo gidigidi bia ebema ora ho ho. Ebia ba kumienu bi. Me wi a mafro enye se ebia me town enti na me bo. Na mum ade we a wo ye no enye we say ni say ya ene beboa ni ye mu nti se de be adachi ba be penny penti ena ye teno me we na mesa no asere entu be kwa wo bedru fie no na sa ebro ne ebo ne ho ya ne ade no ora fi
Okay.
nti awase atia wo mo de ne mu ye hwe ekwan a ye be fa so atia wo mo afei ye tia wo mo wi a ye san twa mo mata ye ho na ye nkasa nkyere wo mo ye nkyere mo se ye dom ne mum ye ntan wo mo esa eno so betimi aboa ma the name you can say long term ya de no e be ye fra kwa na dwunim.
I wish I said got time the bit me permit here pa man ki announce your phone lines. I'm parents in be about time be a first mu part to also have their take on this. And they said, yeah, oh your bad time as our bro we say we see feel far. But time when and Kenya be and come papa. But obeying the Nina is part of it, and I know say for whatever we've shared over here, people listening and watching us at the same time, you know, they've gotten to the level of moment is there. And it may be on my but in trust or no. And Yana Enkoye. Thank you so much, Ricky and Ikwanda, so our final words to be a fatu Jamai.
My final words when he say, Yana sometimes yinya into boasie. Ewo, enyama bibia na mo fra no eye wo fie ni ade. Say akora bi akọ situation man na say akora bi aye bibia. Deep down nya abotre. Ne bi sa akora ne bi nti e ma na ye sa ade no. Asu die elidi ya ma akora ne kokọ ye sa ade ne bia enye de bia na ehunu se akora no maso odin. Ebia e bibi na si ye ma akora ne koye de e koye sa ade no. Intidiana sometimes the parents no enya abotre ewo certain situation bi ho asuwa ya tackle certain situations ema enkora no ewo sa afa nimti no and one of my final words are me de betuga.
Okay, Ricky, any final words ni yanko?
Kakam so ne betu dia ni say parents say asem si a yenya abotre impempi no me wasem bia na metaka say pentem tie yenya obufuom yenya ewo kasem nemom empentem mu aten enti asem na si na bote na yenhwemu kosi ase ansa na beteke ni decision bia na wateki anya sa na open intem ekubu aten ni bi wi akire no nya sa na etia na wo owofo no se bi wa fere ba wo yapani ntimi nkwafa akra ne cho na so na deep down no pankasa wani awu ho nti asem si a yempentem ti nemum emyempentem emu aten.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ikwanda and Ricky, for your time. And some much the education and what they are to do at the Amobia. I know, say, our viewers, you know, Bia, what you be answer, no, and ya be every mopa on a different day. Medumbesia, near Sanso, Etwa, and Comodian. So, thank you so much. This is Entertainment Arena, the only show that gives you everything inclusive entertainment and trending stories, in addition with political, social, and other works of life. We do it right here in the studios for you, Radio Culture, live on Facebook, GH News Now, and YouTube, HGH News Now. Is that time again? I was say you did dots, you know. It's the last sentence in your when you said you made you know, and now say, Kasafano, and now Kasemuna Yakano, a home Esamono SC. And this is where we will end the conversation for you. We had the exclusive interview with Kwame Trigga, Ghanaian, and NASA, Ghana's very finest actor. What the same Bebrutuja, and yet TC Moana Yababa Toa Akwada, 12 years, one no Nkansah community near a label in the western region, Yatichre no near Chimpri. We have a mental health officer, what's saying? And Niama Emma Akwada bi say etimi ekomu. We had Ricky Darlena or known so as a facilitator or known so etimi echre and Nime bi say no said there was a yenofa. Now the little bit of it I made the on the solution to what Ikwanda said say Nime bi say koso therapy was say etimi ekoso, counseling was say etimi koso. It affirmed what Ricky said say obu akwada ni wi a sa twe akwada ne ben Mema korani hu ni sa ade na wo ye no eye because of say wutirim na e dinti na wo ye sa ade no. Mema korani mfili say ebro na wo de kan no ene e the solution to ade kro nti a wo ye sa. Eno nti na back in the days e wo ko school ane de adọ de ama say kokodo. Inti akoda bia ya ade a ye de adọ punishing nti we have the notion say adọ ye punishment into ye nyina no obi no ma wo nyini no na neji agriculture home because of adontie who say ado is a punishment inti no so be do asa nipa ko ne nime bia nkoyi inti ene wodo by yankyere asia ma yanti asia say we are only using that as a tool say ye de betia we free adekro no ho but not to serve you say adekro no ensesa dabi. It is just a tool kwa. But the right thing is ye per se wo turn a new life into parents and everybody be akwadasha wonsano. Punishment can never be taken out of our society and now say ye titi obi. But when it happens like that, after punishing that akwadano, we should do everything moderate. Ne kwanso. Ne mom ye wia. Let's cancel them ourselves. Yen kasa na nkasa se yen sanso enyo omo ho adwuma na amfa adwin bia meto akora ni tirim. Our facilitator Akansempi, mental health officer so Akansempi, and we hope share if anything pops up again, if anything drops, we're gonna have the discussion again right here in the studios of Radio Culture with me, Bismarck Kwame Apia. Always 2 fingers in the ears. Synergy. Obia will share ye production team in Obia. Thank you so much Forever Young for doing this massive work right here in the studios. But until that, meet you or catch you on a different day at exactly 4:30 down to 6 o'clock. Bye bye.
Move. You mistake. No, put. I want one. So, move to me here. You free me. I will die. Who wanted to that bay? When you did that bay. Some more tell us that we know by fear. We are fear. Move on to me. Uncle. Yeah, they go. You're going to want one. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. Motherfucker. Motherfucker, do. All shit. All redeem. Wait. Hey. Ha.